Man, I just he's played really well last game, probably his best game. Just again, a lot of expectations put on him, and he's lived up to them. He's done a good job. Pass pro, done a good job run blocking, and just continues to get better and better.
Noticed Miles Battle got a decent amount of reps yesterday. Do you have an update on Braylon, on his status, and will his number of snaps factor in when Braylon plays?
Sure it will. Braylon has been day to day, and he'll be a game time decision. We're going to try to give him as much rest as he possibly can, and hopefully he'll be able to go.
Jordan's foot feeling?
Yeah, good. He's out there. We're trying to, again, limit him, just trying to rest it so he'll be as healthy as he can so we can run him and so he can be full speed, but has got limited reps, especially when the look teams, making sure he's getting all the look stuff that he needs to get.
How important is it that you guys are able to be balanced offensively?
It's huge. When you play against very, very good defenses, if you get one-dimensional, they can take that away pretty quickly. If they don't know what you're doing and you can be balanced, you can keep them a little bit off balance. Any offensive lineman will tell you if you're pass blocking all day, it starts to get tougher. You want to be able to mix things up, run, pass, and you kind of dictate the tempo, not them.
What do they do specifically that makes them so good against the run?
Well, they got good players. First off, that's the first thing that really stands out. They're big and fast, and but they also have a good scheme. They always add an extra hat in the box through different ways, whether they're playing a trap corner or fitting the safety in the box or bringing an extra linebacker. They do it different ways, and they do a very, very nice job with that. They have some length at corner, so they can play some man and some single high coverage that allows them to do that.
Greg was telling us that their defensive line carries their weight well. They're hard to push. What do you think that line or that front line of theirs does so well that kind of stymies the run?
Well, they do a good job with their hands. They don't you don't see a lot of people getting movement on them. Is what he's saying. They hold point very well. They use their hands very well. They get off blocks, and then their linebackers trigger pretty quickly, which makes the line not stay on double teams well. So the linebackers play downhill pretty good too.
How do these guys compare? I know you've played Alabama and Auburn this year, and there are a lot of great lines in this conference. How do they compare against?
Yeah, you know what? Each one is every team's different, so they each present their own challenges. But this one's right up there for sure.
What challenges are different for them than maybe some
Just
of the other teams?
their quickness. They have their linebackers. They do a good job. They got good players.
Talk a little bit about Coach Bignell and how he's he got the award today or on the watch list for the award today.
Yeah, no, you know what? He's a veteran coach. I think his knowledge and being in the NFL, that was just different for me. It gave me an opportunity to hire a guy that's been in the NFL when I've been in college, basically my whole career. So he's been to where all those guys want to go. And when he talks about that and all the guys that he's coached, whether it's with the Steelers or the Chiefs or the Dolphins or winning a Super Bowl with the Giants, he's able to talk about that, and those guys listen, and they're hungry to do that. It just gives him a little bit of an edge, I think, and he's got a tremendous work ethic as well.
Does Mon's ability to run change anything in terms of how y'all are going to try to generate a pass rush?
No, I don't think so, but you do have to account for him. In the run game, they do a good job of getting him involved for sure.
I know all y'all's focus are on these next 3 games and finishing strong, but how excited are you to finally be able to recruit when this season's over with no baggage?
No. When you're looking at the big picture, that's really what it comes down to. Recruiting is the lifeblood of your program. I think Oxford's a great place to recruit to, and now recruits see there are no restrictions. I got a chance, and I think they see what we're doing on offense, and they're like, I want to be a part of that. And defensively, I think some of them see an opportunity to come in and play early. So I think I think it's going to be a very, very good recruiting season. Regardless of how you look at it, whether you see an opportunity to play or an opportunity to be a part of something, I think either way you look at it, it's a great opportunity.
Speaking along the same lines, you're going to Texas again this year, and they've got a really big recruiting set over there. How big is this as a recruiting game for you guys?
It's always big, no different when we went to Houston to open the season. We've got a lot of good players out of Texas. I don't know if it's because of A&M being part of the SEC and just more of the recognition, and that we have a lot of normal students from Texas that come to Ole Miss, so it's a big deal.
Have you seen the demographics of the league change since A&M and Missouri joined a couple years ago?
I don't know if I'm ready to say that.
Yeah.
I'm just the offensive line coach. I don't know much about demographics, but it's a big deal. We've had some recruiting success in Texas, and obviously any time that you can get seen and be out there, I think it's a big deal.
Finishing strong this year, these next 3 ball games, how can that help on the recruiting trail?
Just momentum, no different than last year. Having, winning 3 of the last 4 propelled us into an early signing day, gave us a lot of momentum. So finishing strong and playing the way you're supposed to play, I think is huge, not only in recruiting, but more for me, for these guys in this room. We have basically 2 weeks left together. We've been through a lot, and, from starting tomorrow, it's 2 weeks. And I just want to finish the right way. Me for them, and them walking out here knowing that they left a legacy when a lot of people said that they couldn't. They did something that a lot of people thought they couldn't do. And I think I'm grateful for those guys that stuck around and did that.
And this 19 class will bring you guys back up to full strength.
Absolutely.
How was the attention to detail in this week's practice, affected y'all?
Good. We talked a lot about that. I was really pleased with the effort and the passion and the way the guys flew around and played really hard on Saturday, left it all on the field. And now let's do that again. But when you're up 10 in the fourth quarter, now let's do the little things and the attention to detail that it takes to get you over the hump to win in this league.